What is good, everybody? It's your boy, the one and only King Tyson, y'all. And we back here for episode 54, y'all. We back here for episode 54. Smackdown edition, y'all. The Smackdown Recap, y'all. We is here. So look, y'all, like I said on every episode, man, I appreciate y'all for coming through on the rawest Smack Talk, man. Every week, every episode. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate the love, the comments, the posts, the reposts, all of the above. Appreciate y'all for pulling up with your boy, alright? Alright, this is episode 54. This is episode 54. But yeah, you know, as I usually start the show off. How was the week, y'all? It's the weekend. So how was the week so far? It's the freaking weekend, man. It's a beautiful, hot weekend. That is hot as fuck outside. It's hot as fuck outside, y'all. So make sure y'all do something, maybe indoors. No, just go outside. It's a beautiful weekend. Make sure y'all hit the streets. Make sure y'all hit the streets this weekend. It's a beautiful week. So like I said on every episode, hopefully everything was successful, productive, and everything went your way, y'all. Hopefully everything went your way this week. Hopefully I ain't beating my ass. We got a lot going on in this world. We need nothing else extra. Nothing else extra, y'all. We need nothing else extra, y'all. This is episode 54, y'all. 54, we here. We is here, we lit. So y'all look, I'm probably gonna start live streaming real soon. I'm gonna start live streaming. And also I'm gonna keep saying this too, calling out to all the WWE content creators, y'all, man. I'm about to do I'm about to have season 2 starting in September. So I'm gonna be pulling up on some of y'all. Some of y'all be pulling up on me, whatever. We gonna do what they do in September, y'all. So I'm gonna be hitting some of y'all up as the weeks go on, and we're gonna make it. We're gonna make some moves, you know. Yeah, probably live streaming since that's the move. Everybody doing live streaming, so I gotta get on Twitch and all that. So I'm gonna let y'all know, you know, more information as the weeks and days go on. All right. So make sure y'all stay tuned and keep liking, sharing, and subscribing to your boy, man. Keep liking, sharing, and subscribing. And tell me what you like and what you don't like about the show, and we can keep it moving. All right. Let's keep it moving together in 2025. But enough of me talking, y'all. Enough of me talking and rambling about them. Like, but we're going to keep it moving, y'all. We're going to keep it moving, y'all. We're going to get into what we're here for, and that's the one and only Smackdown, y'all. We're here for Smackdown. Let's talk about what went down, y'all. What the fuck went down on Friday Night Smackdown? A lot has happened. So let's get into the one and only Friday Night Smackdown on the Raw Smack Talk. All right. Let's get into it. Let's see what went down. Alright, so look, y'all, we had the one and only. If you didn't watch it, that's cool. If you didn't watch it, here we go. Here we go. This is, well, anyway, LA Knight started off the show. LA Knight came out. He started off the motherfucking show, y'all. He started off the show. LA Knight talks about how Seth Rollins and his crew had, you know, that has been screwing him over in his matches, especially, you know, for the King of the Ring tournament. LA Knight got screwed over for the King of the Ring tournament in his match, y'all. In his matchup, as we seen last week, he had Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker come out and fuck him over in his match. So LA Knight said he's gonna do the same thing. So he's gonna return the favor and screw one of the Seth Rollins boys and get out, you know, screw them out of the King of the Ring tournament as well. So, you know, LA Knight was pissed off, y'all. LA Knight was mad as a bitch. He was mad as a motherfucker. So LA Knight says no one knows where it's going to end except him. LA Knight said no one's going to end, nowhere it's going to end except LA Knight, y'all. LA Knight says it ends with him and Seth Rollins, y'all, in a fight on Friday Night Smackdown. That's going to be crazy. That's going to be a crazy match right there. LA Knight versus Seth Rollins. Put in the comments, what are y'all predictions? If that was a match, LA Knight versus Seth Rollins, who would win? Put it in the comments, alright? Alright, let's keep it pushing. So look, Paul Heyman ended up coming out, y'all. Paul Heyman's stupid ass came out, his big back ass came out, putting Simple Minded in the face. So when Big Back came out, so I don't want to keep calling, we don't want to keep calling nobody no names. You know how they do on these little soft ass sites. But anyway, when Paul Heyman came out, Paul Heyman said that he, as we all know, he said he's the wise man for Seth Rollins, and the crowd was, they went in, they booed the shit out of his ass. And Paul Heyman says, you know what, I'm gonna do that shit again. He said, since y'all fucked up on me, I'm gonna do that shit again. He said, I am the wise man for Seth freaking Rollins. They booed his ass again, y'all. The WWE Universe booed his ass again. They don't give a fuck who Paul Heyman is. Motherfucker Paul Heyman, we don't care who you are. We don't care if you're the wise man for goddamn Santa Claus.
What did he say?
Bitch, we don't fuck with you. So keep it moving. LA Knight got pissed off and told Paul Heyman to shut the fuck up, man. To shut the fuck up and get to your goddamn point, because you keep kissing Seth Rollins' ass. So Paul Heyman says he's happened to be Paul Heyman said he's happened to be a big ass fan of LA Knight. Y'all seen he was like, yeah. He was like, yo, big corny ass, sit your big corny ass down. Come on now, Paul Heyman. He's like, yeah. Sit the fuck down, Paul Heyman, your big ass.
Come on now, dog.
We don't know stupid ass shit like that. But anyway, we're gonna keep it moving. He said he's happened to be a fucking fan of LA Knight, y'all. So Paul Heyman says to LA Knight, he says this is a message from Seth Rollins. He said it's time for LA Knight to get the fuck out of Dodge. He said you don't get the fuck out of Dodge tonight. He said something bad is gonna happen to you by the end of the evening. He said we're gonna get fucked up by the end of the night. We do not leave. So LA Knight asked Paul Heyman, he said, did you just threaten me? And LA Knight just started going in on Paul Heyman. He just went the fuck off on Paul Heyman. LA Knight called Paul Heyman all different types of motherfucking names, y'all. LA Knight called him a liar, a schemer, a scammer, and a swindler.
Come on now, dog.
I say, gosh, oh my. He called him a liar, a scammer, a schemer, and a swindler. Guys, I said, God damn. So LA Knight said to Paul Heyman, he said, I asked for Seth Rollins, y'all. He said, I asked for Seth Rollins, and you gave me your big back ass. Paul Heyman. He said, since you want to be the big motherfucker out there, he said, how about you and I have a motherfucking match right here tonight? He said, let's have a match since you want to talk so goddamn big. He said, you the big man. He said, LA Knight said, what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to turn around. And he said, I'm gonna let you get the first. I'm gonna let you get the first shot off. he said, it about to be a good one. He said, if it ain't, I'm gonna mollywop your ass.
Boy, if you don't get,
I'm gonna drop your big back ass the fuck out. He said, I'm gonna knock your big ass out. So Paul Heyman was acting like he was about to, hit LA Knight, but he didn't. Paul Heyman ended up leaving the ring. Paul Heyman said to LA Knight, he said, remember what I said earlier about you leaving, about you getting the fuck out of here? He said that wasn't a prediction, y'all. He said that was a fucking spoiler. And all of a sudden, the one and only, or the two and only, we had Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, Big Oompa Loompa body ass come out there. So Big Oompa Loompa and Braun Breaker came out there. As soon as they was getting in the ring, LA Knight went to their ass. He went to their ass, started beating the shit out of them. But Braun and Bronson Reed got the, best of them, of course, and they tossed LA Knight over the barricade. They tossed his ass over the barricade, and then when Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker they go check on him. I want to say check on him to see what the fuck is going on. LA Knight came out with the fucking steel chair and beat the shit out of him. He beat the shit out of the ass with the fucking steel chair, and Braun Breaker was pissed the fuck off. Braun Breaker like a retarded little kid in elementary school, because he look real crazy right now, doing all that little
boy, if you don't get
that little stupid shit, he going crazy. I think he speared somebody or he slammed somebody. You know how some people, but anyway, I digress. We gonna keep it moving, y'all. We gonna keep it moving on this stupid ass shit. Backstage, y'all, we had backstage, and Paul Heyman. It was Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. It was backstage. It's the fuck off, of course. Paul Heyman says to the Bronze. I'm gonna call them the Bronze, y'all. Paul Heyman says to the Bronze that everything is under fucking control. He said everything is in our favor. He says always been in our favor. He says word came back from Nick Aldis said that Bronson Reed will be facing. That LA Knight will be going one-on-one against Bronson Reed, y'all. So Bronson Reed versus LA Knight, we're gonna talk about that later on in the show, y'all. How y'all feeling out there? How y'all feeling? But anyway, Paul Heyman ended up saying that Bronson Reed, he said patient isn't a virtue, it's a strategy, y'all. He said it isn't a virtue, it's a strategy. Alright, so let's keep it pushing. But anyway, we had Alexa Bliss, sexy ass, with Asuka, crazy ass, in the semifinals, y'all. Round 2 for the Queen of the Ring. And was y'all predictions right? What was y'all predictions? Because my prediction was wrong as fuck. I just knew Alexa Bliss was gonna win, but Asuka won the second round semifinals to be in the Queen of the Ring, y'all. So who Asuka face, y'all? Who Asuka face? Y'all believe would it be Jade Cargill or would it be Roxanne Perez? Who will win that match, y'all? I'm going for Jade Cargill, but I got a feeling it's gonna be Asuka versus Roxanne. Boy, this is gonna be cool, but I believe if it is gonna be Asuka versus Roxanne, I believe Asuka's gonna take it all the way to the Queen of the Ring, and she will face Tiffany Stratton, right, at SummerSlam, y'all. So if Asuka take it all the way and win the Queen of the Ring, she will face Io Scott or Tiffany Stratton. Alright? But if, same thing with Jade. If Jade wins against Roxanne Perez and she takes it and beat Asuka, then it's gonna be Jade versus Io Scott. But we're gonna see. There's a lot coming up. Y'all. So put in the comments again. Put in the comments what your predictions were about Asuka versus Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss. So look, a little bit of the highlights of that match. At one point, Alexa Bliss got on the top ropes to do her little her finishing move. I forgot the name of it. It's something Bliss. The Twisted Bliss. Yeah, Twisted Bliss. She's about to do the Twisted Bliss on the top rope, and then she looked down at Asuka. She was like, "Oh no, bitch, you about to trip me, bitch." So she got down, was like, "No, Jay, get your ass up." So Asuka was faking it, and then she put Alexa Bliss in the Asuka lock. She had Alexa Bliss in the Asuka lock, and then in the match, Alexa was about to do her, Alexa Bliss is about to do the Twisted Bliss again, but Asuka reversed it, and then Asuka did her finishing move to Alexa, and that was the match, y'all. Like I said, I was shocked. I was really shocked. I was rooting for Alexa Bliss the whole time. I was like, Alexa Bliss gonna take it there, take it all the way to the Queen of the Ring and win. But her fucking goddamn chances got cut short by Asuka, y'all. So big ups to Asuka, y'all. Kudos to Asuka. Big kudos to Asuka. Everybody clapping up for goddamn Asuka. Alright? Let's keep it moving, y'all. Let's keep it moving. We had backstage. Backstage, we had Me Chin, B-Fab, and Jade, y'all. So, B-Fab was like, God damn, Asuka came back and she make it seem like she never left. She came back and beat the shit out of Alexa Bliss. So they gave B-Fab an idea. She was like, you know what, Me Chin, let's go talk to Nick Aldis and see if we can get a chance at the goddamn tag team titles, for the women's tag team titles, that is. And that's against Liv and Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel Rodriguez, y'all. So Byron came in and asked Jade, about her match against Roxanne and possibly Asuka, like I was just saying. Jade was saying that Jade was saying that Roxanne is talented and quick, but she still has something to prove. She's trying to prove herself, she has something to prove. And Jade says that Asuka is the future, but she says that the Queen of the Ring tournament is not for the future, it's for royalty, y'all. She says it's for royalty. And Jade says that the Queen of the Ring is for women who can walk through the fire, shatter glass ceilings, and fix her crown on the way to the fucking top, y'all. Jade was going in. Jade said this Queen of the Ring, she isn't walking in to win. She's walking in to reign, y'all. She's walking in to fucking reign. Gosh almighty. So I'm counting on Jade to win that match. I'm counting on Jade to win. Put in the comments who y'all believe, will it be Jade or will it be Roxanne Perez? For the Queen of the Ring tournament period, I'm going for Jade, but I believe it's gonna be Asuka. But we're gonna keep it moving. Backstage, we still back up the stage. So Chelsea Green sees Alexa Bliss. She sees Alexa Bliss and she tells Alexa Bliss she got what she fucking deserves. She said, that serves you right, bitch. She said, that serves you right. I'm glad you fucking lost your match because she said, Chelsea said she should still be in the Queen of the Ring tournament. She should never. Well, actually, Chelsea Green was never in the Queen of the Ring tournament. She had Alba Fire take her spot, but Alba Fire ended up losing, remember? So Charlotte Flair ended up coming out of nowhere and says that she should still be in the Queen of the Ring, and then if it wasn't for Alba Fire, if Alba Fire tapped out, a couple of seconds earlier, she would have been in the tournament still as well. So Charlotte says she's going to have a one-on-one match with Chelsea Green, and she's going to make her ass tap the fuck out.
Come on now, dog.
So Alexa told Charlotte that she doesn't need her help. She's like, I don't need your fucking help. She said, I don't need your fucking help. And Charlotte Flair said to Alexa, she's like, oh, that's cute. That's cute, bitch. I wasn't even there to help you, first of all. And she walked the fuck off. She walked the fuck off. She said, I wasn't even there to help you, stupid ass. So look, keep it moving. We had Kit Wilson from Pretty Deadly. I was like, I guess he's doing a one-on-one match with Aleister Black, y'all. He had a one-on-one match with Aleister Black. But that match didn't even start because of R-Truth. R-Truth came out there and attacked Kit Wilson from the back. And then he put his ass in the STF and everything. So R-Truth demanded. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I said, this ain't R-Truth. This is a Ron Killings right here, y'all. This is motherfucking Ron Killings. So R-Truth put Kit back into the motherfucking STF and Aleister Black. As R-Truth was walking up the ramp, Aleister Black was looking at him like, motherfucker, what the hell is you doing getting in my motherfucking business? So, backstage, Aleister Black basically said, why are you in my motherfucking business? He was talking to R-Truth. So why did you get in my goddamn business? And then R-Truth got in his face like real close, like, bitch, who the fuck is you talking to? And all of a sudden we had Damian Priest. Damian Priest broke it up. And then Damian Priest amped up R-Truth. He's like, I get it. He said, you're not that guy that be going around beating the shit out of people. Damian Priest said, I used to be that guy. He said, use that energy and beat John Cena's ass tonight. And it was amped up. They dapped each other up. He's like, thanks, DP. So we're moving on, y'all. Cody Rhodes, y'all. Cody Rhodes comes out. And then right after Cody Rhodes, it was the one and only, the main event, the Yeet Master, Jey Uso, y'all. Jey Uso comes out right after Cody Rhodes, man. And, they have a match on Monday Night Raw. Make sure y'all tune in. Cody Rhodes versus the one and only Jey Uso. Who will win that match, y'all? Who will win? Will it be? We're gonna talk about the fucking King of the Ring matches later on, all right? But Cody Rhodes comes out. And Jey Uso comes out, and Jey Uso talks about, they've been friends, and how they've been capturing gold together. They both was the tag team champions, and how they both finished their stories at WrestleMania. So Jey Uso made one thing clear, y'all. Jey Uso made one thing clear to Cody Rhodes on Monday Night Raw, y'all. Now, Monday Night Raw, there is only room for one person, y'all. He said there's only room for one of them, y'all. So who y'all got? Will it be Cody Rhodes or Jey Uso? I'm going for Jey Uso, but I got a feeling, y'all. I got a feeling it's gonna be Cody fucking Rhodes. It's gonna be Cody Rhodes. It's gonna be Cody Rhodes winning that goddamn match. So Jey Uso was like, he knows that the match is coming up. It's nothing personal. It's gonna be strictly business, y'all. Jey Uso let Cody Rhodes know that when after the match is over, it's gonna be, one word, 4 letters. Yeah.
Boy, if you don't get
He says to let him know what it is. So Sami Zayn came out, y'all. Sami Zayn came out. And he said that Jey Uso, he came, he said he had no dealings being at WrestleMania 41. But he came to make sure that Jey Uso held, to congratulate Jey Uso on his win against Gunther. And he said Cody Rhodes, he made sure he was the first one, he was the first one there after the win against Roman Reigns when Cody Rhodes finished his story. So Sami says to Cody and Jay that it's time for him to finish his story, y'all. So do y'all believe Sami Zayn is going to finish his story? So I believe, y'all. I believe that Cody Rhodes, they be pushing, I believe that Sami Zayn, they be pushing Sami Zayn real soon. I believe Sami Zayn's going to be holding gold. But anyway, Randy Orton comes out, y'all. Randy Orton comes out and he goes the fuck off. He said what he said to Cody Rhodes last week. He says, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get to number 15. To get to number 15, so I'm gonna beat the shit out of Cody Rhodes.
Come on now, dog.
And then he said to Jey Uso, he like, I respect the hell out you, brother. I respect you. But he said it's not gonna be 4 letters and one word. He said it's gonna be 3 letters and one move, y'all. And that's the fucking RKO. And he said, says to Sami that one day, you know, like I was just saying that one day Sami Zayn will be the world heavyweight champion. But he said it would not be at SummerSlam. He said, not at SummerSlam, motherfucker. You will not be champion at SummerSlam on my goddamn watch. He said, not on my watch. So Randy tells Sami that he's gonna be on the receiving end, y'all, of receiving the most dangerous move in sports entertainment, and that is the RKO, y'all. So let's talk about Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton in the second round for the King of the Ring, y'all. For the King of the Ring. But look, and guess who won the match, y'all? It was the one and only Randy Orton, y'all. Randy Orton. So, like I said on the last episode, remember Cameron Cross was saying that Randy Orton's gonna go on and get 15, and Sami Zayn's gonna stay at number 0. So now it's gonna be Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn definitely gonna have his focus on Karrion Kross. This is gonna be something. This is gonna be some good shit right here. It's gonna be some good shit right here. So look, when Randy said he's gonna do anything to get 15, Randy did, you know, beat the shit out of Sami Zayn. Randy dropped Sami Zayn on his back on the announce table 2 times. Y'all know he just back, you know, basically do a backdrop on your ass on the announce table. He did it to Sami Zayn twice. And Randy Orton tried to slam Sami on his back again, but Sami Zayn, you know, then reversed that shit. He slammed Randy on his fucking back on the announce table. I was like, oh shit, this match was crazy as fuck. This match was crazy. Sami tried to do his goddamn finisher move, but Randy Orton reversed that shit. Randy Orton, you know, reversing that goddamn move, y'all. You know, reversing his ass. And then later on in the match, you know, Sami Zayn did the Blue Thunder bomb on it. He did a Blue Thunder power bomb. Is it a Blue Thunder power bomb or was it a Blue Thunder bomb? But one of them goddamn bombs, he did it to Randy Orton. I thought that was it, y'all. I thought that was it. But Randy Orton, at the end of it, y'all, Randy Orton finally did the fucking RKO to Sami Zayn. He did the RKO to Sami Zayn when Sami Zayn was trying to do the haluva kick to Randy Orton. He was trying to do the haluva kick, and then Randy Orton just came out of nowhere and RKO'd the shit out of Sami Zayn. So like I was saying, who will win? Who will Randy face next? Will it be Cody Rhodes or will it be Jey Uso? So Randy Orton is going to Night of Champions. So will Randy Orton face Jey Uso or will Randy Orton face Cody Rhodes? So put in the comments, y'all. Who y'all got Randy Orton lined up to face? Will it be Cody Rhodes or will it be Jey Uso? Who y'all want to see at Night of Champions? Put it in the comments, alright? My prediction, I'm thinking it's gonna be Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. That's what I think it's gonna be. It's gonna be Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes at Night of Champions. That's my predictions. And I think, y'all, that's gonna be a good one. I'm gonna say Randy Orton is gonna go. Like Karrion Kross is saying, I think he's gonna go and face John Cena. He's gonna go and face John Cena since that's on Smackdown. He's gonna go and face John Cena at SummerSlam, man. He's gonna lose. He's gonna fucking lose to John Cena. But we're gonna see if he's going what the fuck will go down in the WWE. Because I'm hearing rumors going around. I'm hearing that they're trading championships around. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna fact check it for y'all. I'm hearing that they're gonna change the World Heavyweight Championship to SmackDown, and then the Undisputed Championship will be going to Raw. But we will find out for sure, because that's just rumors. But anyway, we're gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna keep it pushing, y'all. Nia Jax comes out. Nia Jax is pissed that Tiffany Stratton took, took the championship from her ass. So Nia says, she took under her wing and shit, and she had the nerve. She said she had the nerve to backstab my ass. She betrayed man. She said she betrayed her. Nia Jax said Tiffany Stratton betrayed her. Which that really happened because Tiffany Stratton, because Nia Jax was a big ass bully.
What did he say?
To Tiffany Stratton. So Tiffany Stratton got tired of that shit and she bashed Nia Jax in the back of the head with that motherfucking briefcase and did her goddamn finisher move on her ass and that was it. She was the new champion. So Tiffany Stratton came out, she was like, Nia, just get the fuck over it. You know, I bashed your motherfucking ass in the back of your head. I took the title from you, get the fuck over it. So Tiffany tells Nia, she said, since you want a match so desperately, I got a match lined up for your ass. Next week it will be Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax in the last woman standing. In the last woman standing match, y'all. Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax. Alright. So Nia Jax trying to punch Tiffany in her motherfucking face, but Tiffany, ducked down and shit. Then Tiffany started to beat the shit out of Nia. But Nia ended up giving Tiffany Stratton a spine buster and multiple leg drops. She did drop them big. She dropped them big, greasy thighs.
What did he say?
On Tiffany Stratton's fucking neck. I know Tiffany was like, God damn, all these greasy goddamn thighs. And Naomi, y'all. Naomi came out. She was about to cash in. She tried to cash in the Money in the Bank contract, but Nia Jax ended up pulling Naomi out of the ring. So she pulled her out of the ring before she cashed in, but Naomi went the fuck off on Nia. She was like, bitch, what the fuck is you doing? What the fuck is you doing? She was standing on the apron. And all of a sudden, Tiffany Stratton kicked Naomi onto Nia Jax. And then Naomi fell into Nia outside the fucking ring. I said, oh shit. The shit is going down. Naomi almost cashed in on Tiffany Stratton. If it wasn't for Nia Jax. So I can see a triple threat coming down. Or, it could be a triple threat. We'll see, y'all. We'll see what happens as he's going. Like I said, anything can happen. Anything can happen. If it wasn't for Nia Jax. So I can see a triple threat. Let's remember, y'all, at Night of Champions, y'all, that's coming up the next pay-per-view. The next pay-per-view, y'all, we got Night of Champions. It's going to be June 28th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, and 10 o'clock on the West Coast. We on the West Coast, y'all, watch it 10 o'clock in the morning. But anyway, it will be John Cena versus CM Punk for the Undisputed Championship. And then we got Dirty Dom versus AJ Styles for the, men's IC Championship. Alright, let's go with Chelsea Green versus Charlotte Flair. And the one and only winner of that match was Charlotte Flair, of course. Charlotte Flair put Chelsea Green in figure 8. She put her ass in the figure 8, and then Chelsea Green ended up tapping out like a bitch she is.
Come on now, dog.
So at the end of the match, y'all, Big Back ended up jumping on to Charlotte Flair. Big Back is the Piper Niven. Piper, big ass, jumped onto Charlotte Flair at the end of the match. She was mad as a bitch. Mad as fuck. So Alexa Bliss ended up coming out to help. She came out to help out Charlotte Flair. She came out to help out. She took out Chelsea Green and Piper Niven while Charlotte Flair took out Alba Fire. So Charlotte and Alexa looked at each other and shit. So Alexa, reached her hand out, trying to shake hands with Charlotte. But Charlotte ended up walking past Alexa Bliss like, bitch. She said, bitch, move the fuck out here. Get the fuck out my motherfucking face. The fuck is you doing? But anyway, so we're going to keep it moving, y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, y'all, to your boy, the Raw Smack Talk King Tyson. This is episode 54. All right, we're going up in 2025. All right, let's keep it pushing. Solo ended up coming out, y'all. And he wanted to talk about what happened at Money in the Bank. Remember Money in the Bank? Jacob Fatu screwed over Solo Sikoa. So Sikoa says the one thing he learned about being a tribal chief is that he learned to take care of his family, y'all. He learned to take care of his family. So Jacob Fatu ended up coming out. And Solo said he wanted to move forward with Jacob Fatu. He said, let's move forward, let's let bygones be bygones. He how family fight and then get back together. And Solo was like, Jacob, I do love you. He said, I love you, Jacob. And Jacob was like, you love me, huh? He was like, you love me. All of a sudden, you love me. So Jacob said that Solo has been using him to gain power, to fight his battles and to use him to stay as the tribal chief. So Jacob says to Solo that he thinks that he isn't the problem. He said he thinks that the United States Championship is the problem. So Jacob warns Solo, he said, you think about looking my way. And he tells Solo that he knows what he said, you know what I'm about. He said, look my way, you already know what I'm about. You already know what I'm about. So as Jacob was about to say his famous line, y'all, he was, Solo was about to spike his ass. Solo was about to spike him, and then Jacob and Solo started fighting each other. And then Solo's homeboy, JC, came out to help out Solo. Jimmy, they started beating the shit out of Ep.54, and one and only Jimmy Uso came out of y'all. That shit shocked me. I was surprised that Jimmy Uso came out. But Jimmy Uso came out to help out, Jacob. But then JC ended up taking out Jimmy Uso. He clotheslined the shit out of his ass. But Jacob finally got up, y'all. Jacob finally got out and, ran through the ass. He ran through the ass. So at the end of Ep.54 was about to do his finisher move onto Solo, but Solo moved. Solo got the fuck out of that ring so goddamn fast. And Jacob and Jimmy Uso was just looking at each other like, the fuck? The fuck? So look, y'all, we're gonna keep it moving, y'all. We're gonna keep it moving with Bronson Reed versus LA Knight. So before the match even started, LA Knight took out, LA Knight took out Braun Breaker. He kicked him in the fucking face and shit. Braun was pissed the fuck off. Braun was mad as a bitch. LA Knight DDT Bronson Reed, and then Braun Breaker distracted the ref from counting and shit. Then LA Knight flipped Bronson Reed over the ropes, and then Braun Breaker got in the ring and speared the shit out of LA Knight. The ref called the match, he rung the bell, and the match ended in a disqualification. So look, after the match, Braun speared the shit out of LA Knight, and then Bronson Reed did the tsunami splash to LA Knight 3 times. Not 1, not 2, but 3 times to motherfucking LA Knight. I thought somebody was gonna come out and help LA Knight, but it was nobody in sight. Nobody, was straight up crickets out there. I was like, where the fuck? Jay Uso, somebody come out and help LA Knight, but nobody came to his rescue. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch, y'all? So look, so next week, y'all, before we get into the main event as well, next week we have Zelina Vega versus Julia for the Women's United States Championship. Put in the comments what do y'all predictions, who y'all got winning. I still got Zelina Vega keeping her championship. I hope she do. And then look, I didn't know this was coming up. We got the Street Profits versus the Wyatt Six for the Tag Team Championship. That's gonna be crazy too. So hopefully the Street Profits can hold on to these Tag Team titles for a hot minute. So we'll see. Alright, and then we got Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax for the WWE Championship. And that's gonna be crazy right there, right before Night of Champions, the Queen of the Ring. And then new matches broke in with Ep.54 versus Solo Sikoa for the Men's United States Championship. That shit was crazy. So look, let's get into the main event, y'all. Let's get into the main event. We had John Cena versus R-Truth. John Cena versus R-Truth, y'all. So R-Truth went in on John Cena, y'all. I gotta say that he was going in. So there was a different R-Truth. It wasn't R-Truth out there in that match. It was Ron Killings, because Ron Killings, R-Truth would have been fighting like an amateur, but Ron Killings out there, he was beating the shit out of John Cena. He was fighting. I thought that was Randy Orton and John Cena fighting each other. But the match ended due to John Cena using, first look, like I said, not Randy Orton, but R-Truth was beating the shit out of John Cena. So John Cena left the ring, grabbed his championship, and went up the ramp like he was about to just say fuck the match. So R-Truth left the ring as well. It was like, what the fuck is you doing? So R-Truth went out there and started beating the shit out of John Cena. John Cena got mad and then knocked R-Truth the fuck out with the fucking championship. The ref called the match, rung the bell. He got disqualified. Dropped R-Truth. You heard that shit knock off his fucking head, y'all. Like, god damn. So all of a sudden, John Cena was about to hit R-Truth in the head with a title again, but all of a sudden, CM Punk came out. CM Punk came out and John Cena ran into the ring. But as soon as CM Punk came into the ring behind him, John Cena started, stomping shit out of his ass and shit. And John Cena also hit CM Punk with the title 2 times in his motherfucking face. He dropped CM Punk twice, and then he grabbed the table, and then he AA'd CM Punk straight through the fucking table. I was shocked. I said, God damn, John Cena is on one. So all of a sudden, John Cena grabbed the fucking mic. He started talking shit. John Cena says that before he leaves the WWE in 6 months, he says he has a lot to get off his goddamn chest. He's like, I got a lot to get off my goddamn chest before I leave this bitch. John Cena says to CM Punk that he doesn't hate him or dislike him. I like you more than most people in the fucking back in the locker room. I like you more than most people in the locker room, goddamn. So John Cena says that he hates the idea of CM Punk being the best in the world. John Cena said he's the motherfucking GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. See, he just hates the idea of CM Punk saying he's the fucking best in the fucking world. He's not the fucking best to John Cena. So what are the comments? Do y'all like the GOAT or do y'all like the best in the world? What side are you on? You on Team GOAT or you on Team Best in the World? or how do you say the straight edge? Alright. So John Cena says to CM Punk that CM Punk is better than John Cena at one thing, y'all. He said he's better than him. He said you better than me at one thing. He said you're the best bullshitter in the world. He said you the best bullshit in the world, y'all. So he's the best. So John Cena says that he is jealous of CM Punk. He said I gotta tell you the truth. I'm fucking jealous. I'm fucking jealous because he said CM Punk has conned everybody. He said he's conned the WWE universe for years thinking that he's the best in the fucking world. But he's not. So John Cena says CM Punk that the WWE, he said the WWE universe, he said they're gonna chant for you. He said they're gonna sing your song. He says, and still, the WWE universe doesn't believe a goddamn word CM Punk said, y'all. Is John Cena right about that? Do y'all agree with John Cena? He says that everybody sings with everybody sing CM Punk's song, they chant for CM Punk, and he said we still don't believe a goddamn word that CM Punk say. He said because CM Punk changes his values as much as John Cena changes his goddamn shirts. See, goddamn. John Cena was just dropping bombs on CM Punk, just dropping pipe bombs per se. Just dropping pipe bombs like a pipe bomb. John Cena said to CM Punk that this promo, he said that his promo is potato salad. He said your promo is fucking trash.
Come on now, dog.
Basically, he said you like potato salad, my bad, but he said that's what CM Punk promos are. He said it's fucking potato salad, it's fucking garbage, it's trash. Well, John Cena says to CM Punk, he says that CM Punk is not against TKO. He says CM Punk is Mr. TKO himself, y'all, his goddamn self. He said he is Mr. TKO his goddamn self. So John Cena says to CM Punk, he said CM Punk was the best in the world for 7 minutes, y'all, 14 years ago. And then before he left, he told CM Punk, he said you about to bring your A game at Night of Champions because the move is about to shift. And everybody was cheering this shit. As you can see, everybody was like really chanting for John Cena. I mean, they were chanting CM Punk too, but at first they was booing, but it's more Let's Go Cena than Cena sucks. Alright. So, like I said, that was a lot to unpack for Friday night. Smackdown was crazy. Make sure y'all tune into what's coming up next PLE is Night of Champions. We're going to have CM Punk versus John Cena for the Undisputed Championship. Alright? Let's do it together, y'all. Let's do this together. That was episode 54 is down and out. Episode 54 is down and out, man. Like I said on every episode, I appreciate y'all for pulling up with me, hanging with me. We're gonna do it again. I will see y'all later on this week. Like I said on every episode, man. Every episode. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but you're right here with the one and only King Tyson. And I will see y'all in the next episode 55. And I'm out of here. See y'all. I'm out.